G'day dirty mutters. Well, behind me here is the unbelievable Ford Raptor. Twin turbo V6 petrol, 3 litre, pumping out all the killer wasps, okay? It is the maddest, funnest thing to drive, but I thought, why don't we do a tow test with it? I mean, the tow capacity on these are 1 tonne less than a Ford Ranger diesel, okay? 3.5 tonne for a Ford Ranger, and for a Ford Ranger Raptor V6, they are only 2.5 tonne. So we're hooking it up to the MDC 16-foot van again. We're going to do our normal test track up the undulating hills and down through the dirt roads, along the highway, all the rest of the jazz. If you watched our previous videos, we're doing the same test circuit. Okay, we're going to see how this thing performs. And if it goes anything like it does without a trailer, holy moly, hang on. Anyway, let's get it hooked up and let's hit the road. E10. What I do like about the Raptor, this E10 fuel is the cheapest on the market. It's 95 octane, so let's see how good this one is on fuel. Oh, that's the first click. Here we go. Well, here we are today, folks, taking the big Ford Ranger Raptor 2023 model on a towing test. We've got the MDC 𝗕𝗢𝗥𝗕𝗘 family behind us, okay, which I've towed to a lot of places around Australia so far, and it's just a great little van. It's perfect to go behind the Raptor. Actually, it's probably right on the limit of what you'd want to tow with it, because legality wise these are 2.5 tonne. That hasn't got much stuff on it, that hasn't got much stuff in it, so it's sitting on around that 2450 to 2.5, so right on the max capacity of this Raptor, which is perfect because you want to do a tow test with these cars at full weight, don't you? Now I've fueled up at the service station, I've zeroed the computers, I've come and hit 17 Mile Road. Just pulled over in a shady spot so I can have a chat to you guys. So far, I'm absolutely loving the Raptor. I mean, power delivery, gearbox, the way it chooses gears is phenomenal. Okay, the only thing I can say, the ball weight on that van is 250 kilos. Now, the springs, stock standard springs without airbags in the Raptor here, you really notice it squats it down at the back. But, you know, whack some airbags in there, pump it up a bit, and it'll be absolutely magic. Well, I reckon I'm going to get on with the rest of the test, because I am excited. These Raptors are just epic. let's talk suspension for this Raptor. We've got the van on, we're cruising along the dirt road, we're sitting on 80 km/h like nothing. This car is just next level awesome. So comfy. Like, I haven't let the tyres down, I haven't done anything. The suspension's just soaking up all the corrugations. Oh, you can't tell, I'm in love with this car. Now, this car, like without a load on, is super quick and handles unreal. 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗟 owns the Springs 4x4 park, and he's got this mad hill out there called 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗟𝗍, and it is something else to drive up. And to be able to pump the tyres up, hook onto a caravan, and then just drive like nothing. Oh! Ford, you have outdone yourselves, I can tell you. The power delivery from the twin turbo V6, it's like nothing I've ever driven. It's just got power to burn. I mean, they could have got away with 3.5 ton towing capacity. It has certainly got a staunch chassis, and it has got the power and the gearbox. Oh, it's got the whole package in that respect. The brakes are superb on this car. One thing I love about these Ford Raptors is that you've got the different driving modes. You've got 2 high, 4 auto, 4 high and 4 low. Now, you'll go, oh, what's 4 auto? Well, 4 auto is such a cool thing. So I'm cruising along the dirt road, I flick it into 4 auto, so if I start braking traction trying to get up a steep hill in 2-wheel drive, it'll automatically throw the front wheels in, and you've got 4-wheel drive high. Such a cool feature for driving along rough, undulating roads like the one I'm currently on. Here's a prime example of where 4 auto is going to shine. Here's the steep hill. It's slippery, but it's not spinning the tyres anymore because it's putting some of the traction required, or some of the torque, to the front wheels. So it's just cruising up. We've done the first dirt road, we're back on the bitumen now, heading towards Crestbrook Dam. I mean, the car is just driving effortlessly, pulling this van. It handles the weight behind it very well. It doesn't seem to be tossing the vehicle around like you would think, being a coil rear end and having fairly soft springs. The car's handling that van spectacular. I mean, all I'm going to be doing is just raving how good this car really is. Gearbox isn't hunting gears. I mean, I've got a really good place to check that though. When you go down to Crestbrook Dam, you've got a massive hill, 12% gradient. Now that is fairly steep. So we get to see how it performs on the way down. And then the best bit about that is we get to see how it performs on the way back up. We will just leave it in drive and see what it does, whether it holds the gears on the way down and whether it selects the right gear on the way back up. 12% gradient. If you're a truck or a bus, use low gear for the next 3.5 kilometres. I don't know what this is going to do. Whether it's going to hold gears for me. Just letting it run away, to be honest. We might have to flick it in manual mode. Go down a gear. On the flappy paddles. Back to second, it's giving it a nice little rev. I did want it to go down in drive and see if it'd hold gears, but it just wouldn't. So that's why I went back to manual. I don't want to just be burning out the brakes on the trailer in the car. Very steep again for the next 800 metres. Just down there's the dam. There you go, manual mode now. Back to auto. In here. Go to the camping section and check it out, I reckon. Righto, let's see how it goes up this 12% gradient hill. In drive. Just doing it. Piece of cake, 60k now. Just changing up gears. Torque that this thing makes being turbocharged is amazing. Van? What van? Did you say I have 2.5 tonne behind me? Ha! I scoff at you. It's just doing it too easy. Oh. Comfort and style. Ford Ranger Raptor. I don't think there'd be many other vehicles on the market that could do absolutely everything that this car does. Oh, just, I'm lost for words. What a shame it only tows 2.5 tonne. And it's its only downfall. And, you know, you can probably carry one suitcase and one passenger. But everything else, it's all good. That's up to aftermarket people like BMW to fix, isn't it? Make sure you can get a decent GVM. And once we've nutted out the GCM laws in Queensland, we'll be able to get a GCM upgrade for these as well, hopefully. So we're on the highway now, heading into 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗟 from Crow's Nest. Just spectacular. You're going to get sick of hearing me say that, but it is. It does everything too easy. As you can see, it's putting me to sleep. It's that comfortable. Absolutely beautiful to drive. The adaptive cruise control is second to none. Just bloody beautiful it is. And we're cruising along, 100k an hour, you know, under 2,000 RPM. Well, moment of truth. Back with the E10, same pump. What's your prediction? I reckon it's going to use, maybe 30 litres, 32 max. 32 max, I reckon. Look at that, second click, 31.44 litres. Oh, she's going to be good on fuel, this one. Righto, let's do some maths. It's used 31.44 litres to 125 kilometres. So 31 by 125. 24.8 litres per 100. How cracking is that? It doesn't just hammer, it doesn't just tow it with ease, it absolutely uses no fuel either. And in that tow test, that is the hardest tow test. You know, it's not just a flat road, we're up and down all over the place. Folks, if you're only going to be towing 2.5 tonne, buy yourself a Ford Raptor. All I can say is, holy moly, what a weapon! I mean, this thing, like, yes, only has 2.5 tonne towing capacity, but this would tow 3.5 tonne, hands down, all day, unreal. The power delivery, the way it handles the weight. I tell you guys, I'm absolutely in love with this Ford Raptor. It did pretty good on fuel as well, 24.8 litres per 100. How mad is that? And got all the kilowatts to burn. It is just a phenomenal vehicle. You got interior that is just so comfortable. You got the big screen for infotainment. You know, you've got the different modes for towing that van through mud, rocks, hills, you name it. This car has it. I tell you, I'm just blown away how good this Ranger Raptor is, guys. If it had a 1 tonne extra tow capacity, these things would be running out the door so fast it'd be super hard to get. I mean, these are hard to get anyway, but they'd be way harder. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I have had making it. And if you have, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss out on any more of these videos. Catch you on the next one.